Good morning, Detective.
Hello, good morning. Detective Moore, our client is here. So let's start from the very beginning. You believe you had your design stolen by your customer, right?
Yes.
Well, why don't you tell us more about what happened?
Okay, so I received this phone call. I think it was weeks ago. This man, he told me that he was interested in my designs, and he was even able to mention some of my works, which got me excited because, I thought it was finally going to happen. My breakthrough. Later on, he asked about my plans, if I had any patrons. I told him that I didn't have many yet, that I was still starting to promote my works. And that's when he suggested it. He told me that if I could just give him a copy of one of my patents, he could help me advertise my designs. He seemed very enthusiastic about it, so I didn't think much of it, and we planned to meet up a few days after the phone call. We met at a cafe at around 3 p.m. and he even gave me his business card, and I have it with me here.
John Doe of Atala Corporation Incorporated. Did you look this up? The company exists.
Yes, I did look it up, and it was a legitimate company and apparently a huge firm. So I did have high hopes that our first meeting wouldn't be the last.
Did you two meet after?
Yes, we met up once after the first meeting.
And what did you two meet for?
We met to sign papers, which was the contract that would make him my patron and make me his benefactor.
And these are those papers, right?
No, that's just a copy of the paper.
Uh, so do you have the original?
No, unfortunately, he took those.
You at least saw him sign these?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can you give us some photos? Do you have any photos of the designs he stole from you?
Yeah, right here.
Thank you.
Maybe have your phone just to check the call log.
Yeah.
This is his phone number.
Yes.
Do you think you could give a description to our sketch artist?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. We'll have you meet with the artist. For now, that's all we need, Miss Guerrero. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Guerrero. We'll keep in touch. We'll contact you if we have anything new about your case. Right now, please follow me.
Thank you, detectives.
So, we got a name, a business card, a signature, and soon enough, we'll have the sketch of the subject.
Oh, well, right, but we don't even know if John Doe is the person's real name. I mean, come on. Deaux and Jonn? Seriously? I wouldn't have believed anyone with that name for a second.
Sure, but for all we know, the name could lead to a real person. I'm sure it would still give us a lead. We probably should look into their meeting place first, and then maybe we could find a witness.
We could do that, but guess who shared his address on Facebook?
We should probably get a warrant. Are you sure this is the right place?
Yeah, well, looks like a good place to settle with my cats. I have 20.
Should I ring the doorbell?
Well, we could talk about my cats. Seems like locking doors is a foreign concept in this household.
I don't think we should intrude, Moore.
We have a warrant, Babino.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Hello, we're from Bay PD. I'm Senior Detective Harvey Babino, and this is my colleague, Detective Hazel Moore.
Is this about my son again?
You're John Doe's mother.
Unfortunately, I am. What did he do this time?
Mind if we come in?
Sure. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Jamie, will you please fetch us some drinks? So,
Well, ma'am, your son is currently a suspect in a case we're trying to solve. Apparently, he stole designs and patents from a beginner artist, and we're here to clear some things up.
Is your son home, ma'am?
no, he hasn't been home for the past 3 weeks.
Is he missing?
No, he's always away from home. He's on business trips, as far as I know.
Only business trips. Does he not meet with any relatives or friends? Earlier this month, they did not say anything about meeting anyone.
No, we don't have much relatives that I know of, so there's even less chance that he went to any of them. And he's not dating anyone, if that's what you're thinking.
No, ma'am. We meant a business meetup.
Our victim claims that she and your son met earlier this month to talk about a contract, and we have his signatures and business cards right here.
Well, these are his, but I'm not sure if he met anyone because he was only home for 1 day before he left again.
Did you notice him acting weird?
No, well, he locked himself in his room and only came out to eat.
Our suspect was only home for 1 day. He could have met and dealt with Miss Guerrero the time he was away. Now, his mom, who claims to be the only relative he has, hasn't heard anything from him in the past few weeks. I think our suspect's on the run.
I think we should go to his company first. He might just have been working.
Duly noted. Or not.
That would be my son, detectives. Would
Mom?
you like to sit down again?
Who are these people?
We're from Bay PD. I'm Senior Detective Harvey Babineau, and this is my colleague, Detective Hazel Moore. We're here to investigate the case about the patent theft. Do you have a minute, Mr. Doe?
This is nonsense. Why would I steal designs? The Atala Corporation Incorporated is rich enough to buy even the most expensive projects. You're wasting your time with me.
Still, the victim has your business card and signatures on some of the documents. Your mom confirmed that this is your signature.
Mom!
For goodness sake, John, you can always confess. Just pay the fine.
But I didn't do it. I don't meet my clients in cafes, I meet them at my office. That way, the whole transaction is kept confidential. We take our clients' privacy very seriously in Atala.
That does not explain why Miss Guerrero has your business card.
I don't know, maybe it's a fake. I only give out my cards to potential clients.
What exactly do you do, Mr. Doe?
My workers look for good projects to invest in. They look for artists or those who have the potential to become one. Then, Atala Corporation Incorporated exposes them to the public. We sponsor them so when they are famous, we can profit off of them.
So how do you contact these potential clients, as you say?
Emails, phone calls, in person, whichever is the most convenient at the time.
Who does the talking?
Whoever found them. My job is to hand out contracts.
So you never talk to a potential client before the contract signing?
Generally, I don't, unless an important client needs more convincing.
So who do you classify as important clients?
The ones who already made a name for themselves, other companies would surely want to sponsor them. Art is very expensive, whether it's paintings, fashion designs, or even sketches.
So where have you been this past few weeks?
I had to close a deal. I went to New Jersey to meet with a client. You can check, we have an office there. But the client only wanted to meet me. I am a very important person after all.
It says in your business card that you're only a branch manager.
That's not the point. The point is, I don't have the time to commit this petty crime. I have been busy the whole week.
Who were you meeting in New Jersey?
A painter. I'm afraid I can't give you his name. Like I said.
So he's a guy.
Yes, I just told you.
Can you present us with any evidence that you did go to New Jersey?
Yes, I have my pass right here.
Mr. Doe, can you please sign here?
What for?
Just to check if your signature and the signature in these documents are the same.
Oh, of course.
Also, Mr. Doe, do you think we can have your business card just to compare it with the one that was given to us?
Yes, here. What are you doing?
Do you have your phone with you?
Oh, it's right here.
That's all.
That's all for now, Mr. Doe. Thank you very much.
We'll be back if we have other questions or if we find anything new. Thank you for your time.
You better have not done any of those things. My reputation has suffered enough because of you.
I didn't.
Good. What would the neighbors say if you got arrested again?
Roxine, do you have the sketch for the Guerrero case?
Yes, I already put it on Domino's desk.
Hi, thank you.
Looks familiar to you?
Looks like John Doe with extra accessories to me.
But it's not him. I had the airlines check if John Doe really did board the plane to New Jersey, and he was there. I also checked if John Doe departed from New Jersey anytime around when Miss Guerrero claimed that she met with him. So to speak, John Doe is clean.
So,
I think that the guy who met with Miss Guerrero is just pretending to be John Doe.
great. Identity and patent theft. So this guy's a different guy.
In theory, he should be.
What about the signatures and the business card?
Oh, the business card could have been legit. But the number used to call Miss Guerrero was slightly different. I'm still waiting on the forensics about the signature.
Do you think John Doe might know this guy?
How so?
Well, I mean, his name was used to meet someone who apparently he doesn't know. And I don't know, maybe our suspect met with John Doe. And if they did meet, I doubt John Doe would forget this guy.
That makes sense.
Let's wait on forensics about the signatures, just to be sure that it is not the same person.
Yeah, let's do that.
What is it now?
Sir, we just came here to confirm something.
Do you know any artist who look like this?
Frederick Wig is one of our sponsored artists.
Do you have contact with him this past few weeks?
No, I'm busy with another client. But the papers you showed my mom was the exact same contracts we used to give to our clients.
This man, Frederick Wig, gave those contracts to Jem Marie Guerrero. Ring any bells?
Nope, none.
Well, sir, do you have any other information we could use on Frederick Wig?
He has his own exhibit. I'll email it to you as soon as possible.
Thank you, sir. That would be all.
Frederick Wig.
Yes, I'm sorry about my paintings are all sold out. My exhibit was a huge success.
We're not here for your paintings. We're here for you.
I'm sorry, but I cannot take any more requests. I'm doing so much work.
Mr. Wig, you're a suspect in an investigation. We need to ask you a few questions.
An investigation? What do you mean?
We're from Bay PD. I'm Senior Detective Harvey Babineau, and this is my colleague, Detective Hazel Moore.
Oh goodness, is someone's eye?
Fortunately not.
Mr. Wig, we have a reason to believe that you stole a person's identity and another person's patent.
That's ridiculous. I wouldn't do such a thing. I'm so busy preparing for my exhibit.
Do you know any Jem Marie Guerrero?
Jean-Marie Guerrero? Yes.
So how do you know her?
We were friends. We were friends. We had a falling out recently.
When was the last time you two meet?
We met at the cafe a few weeks ago.
What did you two talk about?
We talked about my art exhibit.
Your art exhibit?
Yes, my art exhibit.
Does your art exhibit contained this.
Ah, yes, this has been sold already.
So now let's go back to Miss Guerrero. See, she was in the prison a while ago and she claims you stole those designs.
I stole these designs? That's ridiculous. These are my pieces.
Do you have a proof that you could show us?
I have this mark that I put in all of my paintings,
Is that your signature?
just for my art. You can see the signature in the paintings that come out of the exhibit. You can see the one in the back if you want.
Good afternoon, Miss Guerrero.
Good afternoon, detectives. I assume that the suspect has been caught now that you've called me back.
We actually just have a new update.
We have talked with Mr. Frederick Wigg, and he talked about this exhibit. We would like to talk to you about it.
What would you want to know?
Well, the photos you gave us, these photos, when we approached Mr. Wigg with them, he recognized these immediately and claimed them. They were even part of his exhibit.
Detectives, I told you my designs were stolen. Clearly, this is evidence that he did steal them.
Miss Guerrero, the paintings had signatures on them, and the forensics told us that it's real.
May I see it?
Of course.
Detectives, when an artist creates a painting, he or she puts a unique signature on all of their works.
We are aware, Ms. Guerrero, and these photos, further investigation revealed that they were cropped. Apparently, the signature was removed.
Look at this very carefully. When you turn it around, it says my name, Gem. He?
It's Wig. It has to be.
We don't know that for sure.
You heard Miss Guerrero. He took everything away from her. He stole John Doe's identity, he stole her paintings, and made profit.
What's its motive then?
Envy.
That could be true, but that does not make him the only possibility.
Who else could it be?
I don't know, but I don't feel like it's Wig. You know, he sounded sincere.
He could have been acting.
What about the business cards? They were different. And the contracts he gave her?
Obviously, Wig forged it to fool Miss Guerrero. He already knew her. He knew she was talented. He started taking her paintings way before, and Atala Corporation noticed him. Atala offered him a sponsorship, and he used that to fool Miss Guerrero and steal more paintings.
That could be true.
When he finally got to the exhibit, Miss Guerrero found out about it and came to us. And did you see? We talked to Wig. He was so defensive. I bet he didn't predict that Miss Guerrero would tell on him.
Okay, fine. I'll go get the evidence file. We'll get a look over it again.
What do you think?
I didn't do it. I swear.
You're found guilty beyond reasonable doubt by the jury.
Guilty? There must be some mistake.
Miss Marie Guerrero is here to see the criminal.
We were great friends at Frederick. We went to the same art school and I've always admired his style. We eventually fell in love and both aspired to be successful artists.
Jean-Marie,
We were fresh graduates, but in less than a month, he already got offered a job.
they said that they even give me my own exhibit. Isn't that amazing? Our dreams may have come sooner than we expected. Hey, Jean-Marie, you still listening?
You know what, Frederick? You're the most selfish person I've ever met.
We agreed to do this together. Be famous, sell our work, settle down, and things like that. But you broke that promise. You call it our dreams, but it's really just yours. You even went as far as to call your signature a homage to our old relationship. So I reported the boss who hired you, hoping that the evidences they find would eventually lead them to you. And it did. You were heavily investigated, and a trial was done for the case. And I succeeded.
You don't know how happy it makes me to see you here.
What do you mean, Jamari? Oh, it was you! But why, Jamari?
I think you know.
Why, Jamari? Why? Why?
What?
We were great friends at Frederick. We went to the same art school and I've always admired his style. We eventually fell in love and both aspired to be successful artists.
Jamari,
We were fresh graduates, but in less than a month, he already got offered a job.
they said that they even give me my own exhibit. Isn't that amazing? Our dreams may have come sooner than we expected. Hey, Jamari, you still listening?
You know what, Frederick? You're the most selfish person I've ever met.
We agreed to do this together. Be famous, sell our work, settle down, and things like that. But you broke that promise. You call it our dreams, but it's really just yours. You even went as far as to call your signature a homage to our old relationship. So I reported the boss who hired you, hoping that the evidences they find would eventually lead them to you. And it did. You were heavily investigated, and a trial was done for the case. And through luck, he managed to escape me.
But I'll get you next time.